YouTube, Miss William. Welcome to another 2-week look ahead. I'm lasering the last RST's first runs for this shipment today. After the shipment, this is the list of first run RSTs. I've said this before and I'll say it again. The line through is what has already been shipped. So I mean, we've shipped, I don't know, I lost count. But as of last update, there was 26 left in the first runs of the RSTs, and we were going to the wholesale RSTs. Okay, those will be going to Great Northern Knives. We'll get a few. Ridge Runner Blades will be getting a few, and Stitch Gear Outfitters will be getting a few. Okay, so. And then after that, then I'll be doing the retail, the ones that was ordered through my website after the first runs. And if those after the first runs were ordered as of April the 30th. The April the 30th was the first order for the production RST. So in other words, they're the same RST as this, it just doesn't have the first run on the blade. Okay? It's the only difference. All right. After the shipment today, we're getting 20 out, so we'll have around 5, I think. One guy canceled. I guess he didn't pay attention to what the updates were, but anyway. So hey, it is what it is. All right. Okay. The Master Outdoorsman and the Field Lore is the last week for pre-orders on first runs. Okay, and somebody had asked me to fillet a fish. I said, well, I probably can't fillet a fish before the October the 1st, which is the last day to pre-order. But the best thing I can do is, here's a piece of cardboard. I'm going to show you how well this knife works. Now, let me say this. Every knife that you see demonstrated on YouTube or anywhere else is, you have to take into consideration skill level. I've watched Dan Lutz, the great Dan Lutz, and this is, I had to reach out and contact him after I saw this. He took a Model 1, which is a 5/32 blade, and filleted a fish with it with a Master Woodsman Model 1. So his skill level compared to my skill level to your skill level, I mean, it's all over the map, folks. Okay, you have to practice a lot of this stuff. All right, so you're not going to be able to go out and fillet a fish right off the bat if you've never filleted one before. All right, okay, so here's the knife. This is the flex. Okay, and I like a kind of a stiff blade. All right, so anyway, here's a piece of cardboard, and basically you just run the knife in there, and it has that much control. Okay, that much control. So you just run it down the backbone, fillet the fish out. All right, okay. There's the other half of the fillet. Best I can do right now, folks. All right. Again, go to my website, WCKnives.com. Go to the upper right-hand corner, click on the 3 hashes. A menu will drop down. Go to the Shop Knives webpage. And I will put a link in the description below, a direct link to that page if you can't find it. And you will see a listing that says Field Lore and Master Outdoorsman first run pre-order. And again, please watch the video and understand the video. And if you have any questions on this before you order, please do so, because I don't want any I would say buyer's remorse, because folks, we don't know what's going to happen next week. We don't know what's going to happen in 6 months. If the last 2 years has taught us anything, we're not certain of what's going to be going on in the next week, much less 6 to 8 months where this knife is going to be starting to fabricate. It will not be fabricated and start fabricating until March. Okay, so right now I'm going to take the money and I'm going to get the materials and have them stored away, so when March comes around, if we have power, if we have shipping, if we have a lot of things, then I will do them at that point, okay? So if you're willing to take a gamble with me, then there it is, all right? Will these knives be available at some other time? Don't know, can't say. Due to the popularity, there probably will be something at some point, okay? Will the dealers pick them up? I have no earthly idea what the dealers are going to do, because they're just at a quandary like I am, okay? So, anyway, that's there you go on the Master Outdoorsman. All right. One other thing before I get started on updates on everything is I am taking the next week off. Where I'm going, cell towers are sketchy at best, so if it takes me a few days to get back with you, then I'm just out of pocket, folks, okay? Nothing drastic has happened. I'm taking some vacation time and going to recharge the batteries and relax a bit, okay? All right. Let's see. All right, let's do a walk around. I'll show you where I'm at. Okay, these are 10 of the RSTs that is going to be shipped out today. Here's another 10 of the RSTs that is going to be shipped out today. And slicks. These are the first heat treat runs of the slicks right here. Okay, they're here ready for Rockwell testing before handles. I Rockwell test every blade before handles are set, so you know that you get a quality blade. Okay, so they're all pre-tested, folks. Rockwell on AEBL and Nitro V is between 61 and 63. All right, the carbon steels like 01 and Nitro V, we stay around 58 to 59, 57, 58, 59, somewhere along in there. We stay below 60 on those, okay? All right, let's see. That's all there is in here. Step outside. Let's go into the grind room. On the wall, these are the next heat treats for Great Northern knives that we'll start setting handles probably in a couple of weeks. I'm gonna be gone a week, and then the first week I get back, I'll show you what I'm doing that first week and the second week. Okay, so this will probably be starting handles in about 2.5 to 3 weeks. Get those shipped out in about 4 to 5. Okay, but right now, if you're on the list for Great Northern Knives, and if you don't know your number, contact Great Northern Knives and they will tell you what your number is. But I'm finishing up through 680, and on the wall, heat treated, ready for handles, is through 695. Okay, so through 695 is what's in works right now. Okay, I've got blanks for all of them, but that's on the list. But through 695 has been heat treated and is on the wall. Okay, all right, and probably shipped out in 4 weeks or so, 3.5, 4 weeks. All right, on the table I've got handles for WCSKs 801 through 810. They're ready to glue up, so we'll get those glued up and shaped and finished, ground and sheaths probably in about 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, all right, so in 2 weeks this is what is going to be shipped out. I was planning on getting these shipped out next week, but I mean, the weather just turned perfect. So I figured I'd better do my little trip, my camping trip, before the weather gets really bad. So I decided to go ahead and take the week off next week while the weather was good, and we'll push these out till in 2 weeks. So when I get back, these will be the first ones out the door. And this is the triple X's for Ridge Runner blades. I've got one in camo with orange liners and orange pins. I've got one in black SureTouch with black pins. I've got one in blue SureTouch with black pins. I've got one in orange SureTouch with black pins. I've got one in red Sure Touch with black pins. I've got a OD green canvas micarta, OD green, natural canvas micarta, and a black canvas micarta. I've got two, and I hope I got the camera still enough you can see this. I've got two black hats. This one is dark rosewood with white pins and white liners, and this is blue Sure Touch with black pins and no liners. Okay, and then I've got three triple X's. I'm sorry about the shaking, folks. And one's in tiger maple with black pins and black liners. One's in dark rosewood with brass pins and yellow liners. And I've got one teak in brass pins and yellow liners or gold liners. Okay, so that is what's in work for Ridge Runner blades, and we'll get those out in 2 weeks. Okay, so I think that's you guys are up to date. Stitch Gear Outfitters was starting to get on the radar a little bit, and also we're going to try to work in Northern Woodsman Elite. Probably in about 2 months we'll start working those in. We're going to try to get Stitch Gear Outfitters probably in the next month or so to get those starting to work in. But right now I'm concentrating on getting some knives out to Ridge Runner, some knives out to Great Northern Knives, getting the WCSKs up to at least 810, 815, somewhere along in there. And then we'll start working on the next batch. And let's see, the slicks. Slicks is a big push. We're going to get all 100 of those slicks, so be patient. There's 100 slicks, so you might be number 898. So just be a little patient. We're going to get those out in the next month or two, okay? So it's going to take a little bit. I've got a lot of balls in the air, and we're going to keep them in there and keep things moving, okay? But I should finish up the RSTs when I get back. I've only got 5 left on the first runs. And then after that, then we'll do the wholesale again, like I said. And after the wholesale, then we'll do the retail of the ones that was ordered through my website. So those are still probably a couple, 3 months off for the, but we'll get a lot of this stuff done before Christmas, okay? That's the goal, is to get a lot of this stuff off the books before Christmas, all right? I don't know if we're going to get everything off the books, but we're going to get a lot of it off, okay? All right. I think you guys are up to date, and there's a long, that's just part of the blanks that I have already pre-cut. I've got more on the table in there. I got more at the metal shop, and I got steel plates. It's just stacked to the ceiling there. That's where most of everything is pricing is going, is trying to get enough steel. Sand belt. See? Sand belt boxes. That's $1,500 right there, and there's 2 boxes. Week and a half, and I gotta get some more. All right, so we're gonna keep a steady supply coming, and just as fast as they get it in, we're gonna order it. Okay, I guess you guys are up to date. I appreciate all your patience. I appreciate your support. I really do. You guys are phenomenal. You're awesome. I couldn't do this without you. It allowed me to live my dream. You guys are beautiful. So until the next one, you guys get in the backyard, whittle on stick. Be sure to take a child with you, get the opportunity, pass on that knowledge. And we'll catch you again just as soon as I can. I don't know if we're going to do pictures or videos on this trip. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm just going to kind of veg, I think, for the most part. And may whittle on the stick a little bit. But anyway, we'll catch you guys again soon. Bye-bye.